Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my old Yamaha FZ6 and its MOT is coming up in a few days time. But before it's ready, it's got a couple of jobs that need doing, namely the brake fluid needs changing and also one of the fork seals are leaking. So today I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride. Let's do it. So for this job you're going to need one of these. This is a fork seal cleaning tool. And the idea is that you're gonna wrap this around the chrome pipe, stick it inside the seal, turn it or twist it, and any debris that's inside the seal will get caught in this little area here. After we've turned it a couple of times, we're then going to clean it with some isopropyl alcohol. Might not be the best cleaner in the world for this, but it seems to do a pretty good job. And then we'll run through it again and we'll repeat the process until hopefully we're able to save that fork seal. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see that there is quite a build-up of the fork oil on the outside. If I move the suspension up and down, you should be able to see it. Yeah, look, there's a film of oil there just gathering on the top. So that's what we're trying to fix. So first things first, we have to remove this dust cover here. Now, you can see that someone has been in it already, but you've got to be careful with this because you don't want to scratch the chrome pipe underneath. Just be very gentle, very careful, and it should just pry off like that. We'll push it up there, move it out the way. Alright, let's just give this a bit of a wipe here with a paper towel, and then we'll go over it with the isopropyl alcohol. We are going to have to do this a good few times, I think, to save the seal. So this is just 99% isopropyl alcohol. I did have a spray bottle somewhere, but I don't know where that's gone. So the idea behind cleaning this first is to give the surface of the pipe a clean surface to catch any debris that ends up coming out as we push the fork up and down. So it does help. One, for future maintenance as well. I mean, if you keep these clean, there's no reason why a fork seal should ever start leaking. But, you know, things happen, and this is an old bike. I don't really look after it as well as I could do. But, right, that seems clean enough. So, with this tool, I'm going to wrap it around the chrome pipe like this, and I'm going to push it down there. Funnily enough, there's a little bit of oil that's just come out of the fork. So then, I'm just going to twist it around. This is a little bit awkward, but it does work. And it means that you don't have to spend £200 or £300 at a mechanic to change the seal. Alright. So I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but there's tiny little pieces, tiny little particles in there. So let's get that off and we'll give it another clean. I've just noticed a little pool of oil as well at the bottom here, so I'll try and clean that up. The reason why this is a safety issue is that if any of this oil comes out and leaks onto the brakes, you're going to get no brakes. So it is important to keep these sealed, stop any leaks. And the thing is, if you do this once every few months or so, or once a year even, then it does keep the seals in better condition, and yeah, stops the oil from coming out. Okay, alright, let's get some alcohol around that. Alright, so let's pump the forks down a bit and let's see if we get more oil coming out. So it's got a little bit more. So we'll give that a clean and we'll go through it again. But we're making progress. It's nowhere near as much as it was. And that could just be residual all around the seal as well. I'm just giving my tool here a little bit of a wipe down as well. All right. Might have to angle it in ever so slightly so it gets into the seal. Now you do want to try and keep a bit of downward pressure on the tool. Alright, been through it a couple more times. Let's get that off, give it a wipe. Hopefully this will be the last time we need to do this. There you can see how much oil's in there. Filled to the brim. So the reason why I like using isopropyl alcohol for this is because it dries really quickly. It cleans really, really well, but yeah, it dries very quick. So you don't have to mess around drying it off too much. You can just clean and away you go. Alright, let's repeat the process. Let's pump it again. There's still a little bit coming out, so I'll have to go one last time. Still a teeny tiny bit. It's almost unnoticeable. It's such a small film. I'll clean it one last time and then I'll pump it again. Oh, one thing I've noticed is actually the other side's leaking as well now. Shame, because I only did the other side last year. But still, this tiny amount will pass an MOT. It's not something that I need to worry about. Before it was gushing out, it was dripping, but it's not doing that anymore. Alright, let's go ahead and put the dust cover down. Yeah, I think that's enough to pass the MOT, but I think at some point I'm going to have to replace these seals. Which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, because the other one is leaking as well. I'll quickly try cleaning that one again and see if that helps, but it's much better than it was anyway. On the following day, I did decide to go ahead and try cleaning the seals one last time, and thankfully they are no longer leaking. They're absolutely bone dry. Turns out that all they needed was one last pass through, and sometimes that's enough, you know, just going over it a couple of extra times with the tool going up and down, in and out, side to side, back to front, with a little bit of elbow grease and a bit of persistence, you can save fork seals, even ones that are this old. So why do fork seals start leaking in the first place? Well, it's because they get dirty over time as debris and dust and small particles off the road hit the chrome pipe and they get stuck, or maybe even they get stuck in and around the dust cover. Eventually, as the suspension keeps moving up and down, these small particles end up rolling inside the seal. This then allows them to get stuck inside the seal, which causes a gap and the fluid starts leaking. More often than not, you can save
fork seals. If you either buy the tool, or you can even cut a shape out of a Pepsi bottle or a Coke bottle, maybe even a milk bottle, cut it into that hook shape that's thin enough to get into the seal to pull out the dirt and debris. That's usually enough to get the job done. One thing to keep in mind here is if you keep your bikes nice and clean all year round, then fork seals will probably last a lot longer. The only time really you need to worry is if the seal is gushing oil out. Normally that would mean that the seal has been nicked in some way, it's been cut by some kind of particle, some kind of glass or something like that. Something that's sharp that's gotten in there, caused friction and torn the seal open. That is when, unfortunately, you definitely have to get the fork seals replaced, but more often than not, that doesn't happen.
So unfortunately, it's looking like these fork seals are going to have to be replaced at some point in the near future, but it's enough to get them through the MOT. I'm not so worried about them for the time being. But let's go ahead and tackle the next job, which is replacing the brake fluid. So for this job, you are of course going to need some brake fluid. This is .5.1, but you can use it in .4 applications, which this bike requires. And also I've got this little bleeding kit, but you don't necessarily need this yourselves. All you need is just a little bit of surgical tubing, and that's enough to get the job done. But for us today, to make our lives a little bit more convenient, I'm going to try out this pressurized vacuum kit. All right, let's go ahead and see what condition this brake fluid is in. There is a little inspection window on the other side, and it looks pretty dark. The brakes on this bike are not very good. On the rear, they're absolutely fine. So I thought that doing this is probably going to help. Let's see, moment of truth. Don't know what all that crap is, that dust. It's looking a little bit dark, but actually that's not as bad as I thought it was, but it's still worth replacing anyway. One thing I did forget to mention was that you are going to need some spanners. I think it's an 8? That's the size. What's that one? An 8mm spanner. Now we're going to go from the furthest caliper first, which is this one on this side, from the master cylinder at the top. So all I'm going to do is just crack it open like that. Okay, so some fluid started to come out. Back it off a little bit. All right. So with this little kit, you do need to make sure that this bleed nipple is open. And yeah, you can see as I pump, as I give it pressure, get all the fluid coming out. So now I'm going to go ahead and top up. Yeah, like that. There we go. Just rinse and repeat. So yeah, you can see how dark the fluid was that's coming out of there. So it did need replacing. It was probably due. All right. So you just keep pumping until the fluid starts coming out like this. This nice clear, kind of yellowy piss color. All right. So let's take that off. Let's close it down. Go. Just like that. There was this little protector here, so we'll put that on as well. But you have got to be careful with brake fluid because it is quite corrosive. So if you do get it on your brakes or anything like that, or on the paint, anywhere where there's paint, just wipe it off straight away. Right, now we can go ahead and do the other side. It's the same thing again. Annoyingly, I let the level get a little bit too low. I think there's a bit of air in the system, so we're going to have to keep pumping it out. And finally, top it off one last time. All right, let's pump the brake. Now, one thing I have noticed is that the pressure from the cylinder wants to push the fluid upwards, so it does spray up if you're not careful. So let's just pressurize it. Alright, so I'm getting nice pressure coming from the brake lever. Go ahead, give this a wipe. Now we can go ahead and put the cover back on. Oh yeah, let's not forget to put the little nipple cover on.
Alright, there you have it everyone. That is how you can clean your fork seals, hopefully save them, and also how to replace the brake fluid for your front brakes. I hope that today's video has helped you out. If it has, don't forget to leave that like, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I'll let you guys know next week if the FZ6 passes its MOT. I think it will. There aren't too many things wrong with it, to be honest. It might get an advisory for the front tire as it's looking maybe slightly on the lower side, but apart from that, everything else looks really solid. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what the result is of that. Thank you ever so much for joining us on this one today. We'll catch you all in the next video.